Welcome to Southland Sport and our highlights package of the Southland District Rugby League Grand Final played last Saturday at Rugby Park Stadium between Cooks, the defending champions. They're in the green and Heitawa in the blue. Cooks, the defending champions, winning with that golden point last year in a ever so close match. This Heitawa team looking out for revenge, and poor Karisa takes it into the tackle. He'll be held up, can't get the offload away. Held strongly by Chris Goddard, so he'll have to spread it wide. And it's a perfect day for doing exactly that. Coming up from the back is Nick Arkoi. Looks strong, looks fast, and looks too elusive for the defence. And the number 13 will cross the line. Stacey McCullough can do nothing about that. So no conversion, so just 4-0 at the moment to Heitawa, but starting strongly. Got a lot of possession coming their way. And they're pressing close to the Cooks line. Getting forced back though, so maybe Cooks have learnt their lesson from that hole in the defence earlier. But there's big boys like the number 20, Uri Pira. He couldn't get there on his own, but got very close indeed. Another lunge, and again it's Nick Arkoi. One try on the wing and one try close to the ruck, showing his versatility and effectiveness for Heitawa to double their lead. This kick a bit more manageable, and will be the first success of the day. 10-0 after 16 and a bit. So the first real chance for Cooks to press an advantage in the danger zone, and well behind on the scoreboard, and the kick from Goddard's been intercepted, so there's big trouble here for the defence. And they'll be racing across, hoping to cut the runner down. And Yalil Famoi Ioane makes excellent progress into Cooks territory, and back on the front foot is Heitawa. They got the numbers, not afraid to go close to the touchline. Keeping it in this time is Lucas Pakia, and a very effective gain in territory. Hold the ball up. A chance here for Utu Taonga. He offloads, and Taukiri takes it himself, and there's numbers out wide aplenty. It'll only take poor Karisa though, and he'll cross the line for yet another 4-pointer. So the conversions aren't coming, but the tries certainly are. And once again, we'll look to the outsides for the penetration, and delivery at this time is Byron Curtis. Too strong again and too quick. Had no room to work with, but used it well, what he had. And over for another try, and the floodgates, if they're not open, they're ajar. A simple 2, and that extends the lead to 20. So just short of half-time, Cooks with a great chance to get on the scoreboard. They're desperate to do so. Don't want to go into this break without any points at all. Goddard bringing Brown and then Nelson into the equation. And a quick pass on to Pahoiwi, and he crosses the line. So indeed, Cooks come up with their first try. 20-4 in the second half. And it's important that Cooks be the next to score, but we're going to have to shut down this attack first. And Yavin Famoi Ioane has made a good 30 metres and found someone in support. And that was Curtis, who offloaded to Pakira, and he's over the number 1. And that's great support work by both parties. So business as usual now for Heitawa. And if the Cooks can't stem the flow, they're in for a bit of a hiding here today, and it's so important they shut this move down. Get the ball down the other end of the park. But the defence starting to tire. They've done a lot of it. Meter out. And this time, Famoi Ioane just sucks in a couple of tacklers. Nick Arkoi, well, how dangerous has he been close to the line, and will be so again, and is 3 for the number 13. So 4 points will become 6, and does, and that extends the lead to 32-4 in favour of Heitawa. So Cooks looking for the deep kick, hoping to initiate an error on behalf of Heitawa for a turnover, but they've been just far too slick this afternoon. Mistakes have been few and far between. They looked after their tackle count particularly well, not wasted possession. And yet again we see the strategy of going out wide quickly to the finishes, although this move has been stymied. Pearohata not able to make any progress, but they keep the ball. And they're running with confidence. A beautiful offload there. Yavan Famui Ioane, and he's just too much class, too much speed when he gets a half gap of that nature. And that pass was superb. 38-4, and the Cooks really just looking for pride now. It's hard to see a comeback the last quarter, especially when they're gifting possession away like that in the tackle, a one-on-one situation, and the rip resulted in a 10-metre gain for Heitawa. And their fans bitterly disappointed last year when they lost in the dying seconds in that golden point decider. You won't need to go there today because they're just piling on the points, the passing, the support, and Nick Akoi again. He's on the shoulder of all the ball carriers. The reward is 4 points under the bar. So 44-4. It's not whether they'll win this team in blue, it's by how much. Yavan Famui Ioane just injured it for a moment or two, but gets back on his feet. He wants to be there at the finish. Casey Cummings inside the quarter. And you know when they get this close, how dangerous they are. Willie Cameron now takes on the defenders, slowed by Tepu. Eventually brought to the deck. But they still look full of energy and zip do Heitawa. So Akoi at dummy feeds Pettigrew, inside pass to Cummings, and Casey Cummings. Far too much upper body strength for the defence. No problems for the two. So 9 minutes remaining. And they're over the 50 mark, and Pua Karisa is over the 50-metre mark and takes another 25 off that. He opens up the gap. Lucas Piquia, elusive. 3 defenders required to pull him down. And what can Heitawa do here? Every sniff of the try line's almost turned into points, and will be so again. There's no stopping for number 20, Willie Pira. Looked like a great conversion if it sneaks in, and does. 56-4. There's an ominous sign in the final 6 minutes. And Cooks with the last to score. It'll be their only bragging rights in this game. They've just been outclassed. The offload was a beauty from Taylor, and the try is only 10 away. So he can conjure up that last bit of energy required to get it over the line. Thompson, no way through. Good to see Heitawa's defence solid, even though they know they've got plenty of points in the bag. 5 out now. And surely Cooks can get over once more into the first half and into the second, and that's how it will be. Manuel Edwards will score their second try and made hard work of it. Kick should be a formality and is. So at 56-10, the last play of the game will be Cooks in possession and hoping to score their third. But the sweeping defence of Heitawa will be too good in the end, as was their complete performance. They are the champions this year by that score, 56-10.